We really want to get an understanding of how plant available water becomes available at different locations and on different soil types, so that farmers can make better decisions on inputs such as fertiliser and nitrogen, so they can maximise the yield. At the moment we've got a call out to up to 30 farmers on Upper and Lower Eyre Peninsula, where they're all installing soil moisture probes. We're working with them to determine a soil type that will be reasonably reactive to allowing extra nutrition, and then the soil moisture probe will measure moisture throughout the year. And then we'll run other things like yield profit, a computer simulated plant simulator that will allow us to understand how the plants utilise and grow in those particular environments. Each of the soil moisture probes will all be directing their information into EPARF's website, so it'll just be 1 or 2 clicks that growers from around the region to go to get that data off. In an ideal world, every grower would have a really good feeling for how much plant available moisture they might have at any one time during the season, so they could say that would help them determine what sort of potential yield they've got, because moisture drives everything in the farming systems we have here. Some of the things that we'll be helping in this project, we'll measure how much nitrogen's in the soil at the start. We'll be able to tell them you've got enough nitrogen to grow, say, a 1.5 tonne yield. If you want to reach that 2 tonnes, you'll need to add extra nitrogen. The idea of the platform is to allow it to expand as extra growers see what's going on, and they might install a moisture probe and put that in themselves, and to really create this environment where collective learning could occur, understanding what's going on with moisture in different seasons, what the effect of frosts and heat events do, and growers can learn from right across the peninsula. So the technology's been existing for maybe the last 5 or 6 years, but they just haven't happened in the Upper Eyre Peninsula, and we believe now's the right time, the way that the price is dropping, the way that you can bring it all together on a common platform. One of the ways that we want to use the information is to use events like Sticky Beak Days and the farmer meetings that we have after harvest each season, to use the soil moisture probes to create some discussion amongst growers about maybe how their crops went, how they converted the rainfall that they received into grain, and then how they might be able to do that better. And it might even provide some ideas about why yield isn't reaching its true potential, and that might give us some ideas for future projects or other research further down the track. But it also just gives growers an idea of where they benchmark against other people, which can be quite useful. I think it'll become the language that growers start talking about in years to come. It's not so much how big your yield was, but how did we convert the rainfall that we got into the best possible result in terms of grain that came off of the paddock.